Hey.
Welcome to the Keep It Cute Show.
I'm Dakia.
And I'm Sabrina. And today we are going to talk about computer love. We can't clear that yet, though.
Right.
Yeah. But really, we're talking about technology and the role of technology in relationships and dating in today's day and age. And I mean, like, wow.
Yes.
Wow. And when we say technology, we're talking about it all. So we're talking about, the dating apps. We're talking about social media. We're talking about different phone numbers, different phones, we're talking about it all and like how that can show up in a relationship and the things that can be impacted or good about those things, right? We're not going to say it's all that bad.
Right.
There can be some good things about technology in a relationship.
Yes.
So we're going to explore that today.
Yes, technology can definitely be a blessing and a curse, and we'll get into it. But before we get into it, let's do our icebreaker of the week.
Okay.
Yes. So pre-technology, since we're going to talk about technology, and we're going to go back before technology.
Okay.
We didn't have emails. We didn't have text messages and FaceTimes.
Yeah.
When
people wrote in cursive.
Wrote in cursive. They don't even teach that anymore.
They don't. It's like a foreign script.
Yes,
I know.
that's crazy. But have you ever written a love letter to a guy?
No, absolutely not.
What? Mm-mm. You've never written a love letter, even like in high school?
No. Absolutely not.
What?
And the reason why is because my older brother scarred me from that. So I remember my brother's about like 4 years older than me. And I remember us like coming home from school one day and like him and his group of friends came and they were like sitting on the porch. And when they got there, like some girl had like written a love letter to my brother and like stuck it in the screen door of our front porch. And like he proceeds to open it and read it aloud in front of like me and all his friends. Because, I was that little sister sitting right there. Like, what's going on? So he's like reads it in front of like all of us. And they're like cracking up.
Oh, no.
About it. And I was like, I am never in my life writing a love letter to a guy. Because there's no way that he's going to be able to like whip that out and like, have laugh at my expense. Yeah. So that scarred me for life. I'll never do it.
Oh my gosh.
I'll never do it.
Oh yeah. I remember in high school, like we were passing letters back and forth. Like literally.
Notes are different.
No, like letters. Like not a note.
Okay.
Like and then when Aaliyah came out with that 4-page letter song, we were all writing 4-page letters and sealing them with kisses.
Oh my God, spray a little perfume.
That Bath and Body Works love spell.
Yes, not the love spell. Not the love spell.
Yes.
Oh my God, everyone loved that scent back in the day.
Yes.
That definitely takes me back to like high school. Yeah, that definitely takes me back to high school. Oh my God. So yeah, no. So what was the earliest that you've written a love letter?
I'm trying to think. So my first boyfriend was Tyler Luck in 7th grade.
He was a lucky man.
Wasn't he?
Okay.
And we're still friends. We're good friends. He lives
of course you are.
He lives in San Diego. He moved from San Diego to LA. He's in LA now, but we're good friends. Because that was like we were like 12, 13. That was like my first date. Like,
yeah.
So it doesn't really count, Yeah.
But
I mean, it counts. My bad, Tyler. It totally counts. But but I don't think I remember writing him a letter. I remember writing letters in high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was your first letter?
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember who was the first letter. I'm assuming it was Kevin Newsom.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that you know their first and last name still. This is amazing.
Yes,
okay.
Okay. You don't know the first and last name?
I don't think I do.
I think it was Kevin Newsom because that's the one we were going back and forth with letters. But I'm pretty sure I wrote a letter to like another boyfriend. I know I probably wrote one to.
And what were in these letters? I don't
want to talk about this because I went to high school with my husband, so he don't need to be going back to these people that I wrote letters to in high school.
Okay, for that reason, we're going to move on because I wanted to know what was in the letters and everything. We don't need to do all that. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to dive into the topic today, which is about tech and relationships.
Yes.
So, what was the first piece of technology that you used to connect with someone romantically? And what happened? What was that first piece of technology?
AIM, Instant Messenger.
Really?
AOL, Instant Messenger. I remember we would be going back and forth in the chat rooms and on the little Instant Messenger, waiting on a dial-up to connect, first of all. Yes. Waiting for the dial-up to connect. Like, that was our first, like, going, like, literally virtual digital notes. You know what I mean?
Girl, what was your ASO?
The one Kiwi.
was like
H location.
Yeah. Location.
Yeah, my screen name was DeOne Kiwi because I was the one and only. My nickname was Kiwi as a kid. So I was the one and only Kiwi. I know, so bad.
I always lied. I always lied like 16, 18. I always lied about my age.
Okay.
On those things. I
was always honest about my age. But yeah, Instant Messenger. What about yours?
Honestly, mine would have to be MySpace. Like, because I was on AOL Instant Messenger, but like I was just trying to get into like group chats, and it wasn't about like connecting with someone romantically. Like I just wanted to be like in the conversation with everybody else. You know how people would just be sitting there writing. So, and I did do direct messages, but I was so young, it was so innocent. I wasn't really trying to connect with someone. I just wanted to do what the older people were doing around me, which was being chatting. Just chatting. Yeah. So that's what it was about.
Were you on like Black Planet?
No, I was too young for Black Planet. I was too young for Black Planet. I was like this young. Yeah.
Yes, I was on Black Planet. I was on MySpace. I had my whole page set up. The first time you're doing like, code. I'm making the rain come. I'm adding the music in the background.
Back when you had to pick your top 4 friends.
Yes.
And then the order and all of that was very serious.
So important.
And then if you had a boyfriend, this is the impact of it. If you had your boyfriend was supposed to be in your top 4, it's supposed to be in that first position. Because it was like, well, how is your boyfriend that you claim and claims you is not in your top 4 on your MySpace page? You know what I'm saying?
So weird.
So that was like my first time. And then also my first time having like guys reach out to me.
Yeah.
It's MySpace.
Your first like DMs.
Yeah, like guys that was MySpace. Yeah, for sure. But
so how has it changed? Like, and so that was, I mean, that's more than 10 years ago. That was.
We ain't gonna put a number on it. We ain't gonna put a number on it. There's no number on that one.
Right. But like, how do you think things have changed from then? Even just like, not even going back to that far, but like 10 years ago to now, like how has technology and dating changed? What do you think?
Well, I'm glad you said 10 years ago because 10 years ago ish, you were saying, no, more than 10, more than 10 years ago, shut down. But I was like 10, 15 years ago, I would say, it was about like online, like, they had OkCupid, they had Match, they had
eHarmony,
I remember people like, that's when like dating websites were really popular back then. You know what I mean? There was another one that they had too that was really like for Black people. Was it Black People Meet? I don't know. Yeah. It was something like that. But like they had, I felt like dating websites where for every type of person there was a website for them. Yeah. Versus now, I feel like everyone's just on apps, and they do have apps for different like segments of the population or whatever. But I feel like there's always like those top 3 that always fizzle to the top, no matter like your, age, sex, location, no matter your background or orientation. I'm gonna have to put like Hinge out there,
Bumble.
Yeah.
So did you do the dating apps back in it? Well, not before the apps. Were you on those websites?
I did do eHarmony because I was told eHarmony was more like relationship focused.
Yes, the ones that you paid for were a little more serious.
And then Match was just like people who, and OkCupid was I think free. So those were like, the free ones were for hookups. The ones that you paid for were for people who like actually were looking to like.
Yeah.
And I went on like, I think like a couple dates with guys from that, and those dates were horrible. But you know what I mean? You thought you were doing something. But I did know people who actually met their significant other off of those dating websites. And that's another difference. Back then, if you were to meet someone online, there was a little bit of a stigma around it.
Yes.
Because it was like, what's wrong with you? You can't meet someone in person. Like, it was considered so, like, weird. That
taboo.
Like, you're a nerd or there's something wrong with you that you have to
lie and say, no, we met at a coffee shop.
Yeah, like, people wouldn't want to tell you that's how they met. Now, if you say you met someone in person or in the club, or it's considered old school.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God,
you met in person?
That's so old
school. You at a bar?
You didn't DM him?
Right.
Like, you didn't like that. Like, I think that, like, it's much more socially acceptable now to have met someone like on an app.
I agree.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy to me. I love it though. I love it. I did the websites back in the day. I did the eHarmony.
Okay.
I wanted to have one that they paid for because I was like, if a guy's paying for this, then he's serious about it. And then even like as times went on, I did the apps. I did the Hinge, the Bumble, the what are the other apps? I didn't do Tinder.
I didn't do Tinder either. I never did any apps.
Oh, okay.
Because I got engaged right as like the apps thing started to like take off. And so I missed all of that.
You ain't missed much, sis. You ain't missed much.
People say that. I will say that something that happened back then was like BBM, BlackBerry Messenger.
I didn't have that.
What?
I did not have it.
Oh my God, the BBMs used to be lit.
I did not have it.
And that was the first time for me where I could see someone that I liked, like if I had their number, that they were like active. Like you could see if people were like doing things. Like that was my first time. You know, yeah, that was ability on MySpace and Facebook and stuff like that. But I felt like BBM had that more like up to date, like, are they on their phone? Yeah. Oh, they're on my phone, but they're not texting me back. Okay, I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? Things like BlackBerry Messenger was lit back then.
No,
like,
I was never on it.
The birthplace of the emojis. I always tell people that. That's when the emojis first came out.
Oh, I missed it. I missed it.
You missed everything? What kind of phone you have?
Oh, I had an iPhone.
But well, before the iPhone, would you have a flip phone?
Of course, my first phone was
a Sidekick.
No, I never had a Sidekick. I don't remember. I don't know what my phones were back then. I did have a flip phone. I have the same number that I've had since 1999.
I think I do too.
Yeah, so I got my first phone.
Or 2001.
No, I got my phone. It was either 99 or it was my freshman year of college. So it was either, I think it was second semester though. So I think it might have been early, like 2000. I got my phone.
Yeah, I think mine is 04 or 05 when I have the same number since then.
Yeah, but whatever phone was then, I don't remember what phone. It was definitely a flip phone. But no, I never had a BlackBerry.
That shit was lit, girl. Oh my God. I was like, that shit was lit back then. So yeah, I remember that too.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't think it was a bad thing. I felt like, speaking of which, I actually have a cousin who met her husband on Black Planet.
On Black Planet?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Way back, and they're still together to this day.
So cute.
Yeah, that's really, and they get along. And they're just, yeah, so it can happen. I feel like in that case, I think that technology has been great where like it can help people meet their partners. But that's what I said. I feel like it's either it helps people meet their partners or it just helps people, you know, do their
dirt.
Yeah. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's kind of what it is. Like, however you want to use technology for the good or for the bad. You know what I'm saying? It has evolved to do so.
I have ended a relationship because of technology. Like, seeing something in their phone. Like, you know what?
How did you see something in their phone, Takia? You weren't looking for it?
I wasn't even looking for it this time.
Okay.
So
this time.
No, I mean I wasn't looking like even for I won't get into that later, but I've never gone through my husband's phone. I don't have any of his passwords or any of his combinations. I don't have any of that. But for this ex of mine, we were on vacation and he voluntarily gave me the password to his phone, like, dumbass. You know, like, I guess as a show of commitment and a show of, you know, I ain't got nothing to hide. He literally said, feel free to go through my phone whenever you want. I didn't really have the need to do it. But this time we were on vacation in Bahamas. And he was in the pool and I was outside on the little lounger. I was on my phone or reading a book. I don't remember what I was doing. But he was doing some kind of little trick in the pool. And so he told me to grab his phone and record him doing this thing in the pool. Like some kind of flip or something under the water. And so I grabbed his phone or whatever and pull up his camera or whatever. And there's all these text messages come up. Like, I was like, nigga.
While you're on vacation
in the Bahamas,
did you just chuck it in the pool? What did you do?
I did not, because this was a Baltimore nigga, so I was like, I ain't trying to do nothing too crazy, right? In another country by myself. And it was the second to last day of the second to last day before we were getting ready to leave. And so I was like, I'm not trying to start nothing crazy in Bahamas and then have to like be here and I ain't got no support here or anything. Yeah. So I pretended like nothing happened. I did like screenshot the stuff and send it to myself. But for that night, you know, I'm acting like nothing. He could tell that something was wrong with me. He tried to like get some. I was like, I just rolled over and just went to sleep or whatever.
So tired.
Yeah, I was. He knew something was wrong, but I didn't make anything until we got to the airport. I was like, now I'm safe. Now I'm on federal property. So I have like every pre-check cleared, global entry and everything. He didn't. And I was willing to wait with him in the line. Coming back, absolutely not. I left. He was like, oh, I follow you. No, you in that long line? You're over there. I went to all through the quick checkpoints and everything, changed my flight, called my aunt, I was like, hey, I'm landing this time, pick me up from the airport at this time. When he got through, finally through his long lines or whatever, I was like, no, I found out this, we're over.
Wow.
I already changed my
in the
seat.
Airport,
right in the airport. I'm safe now. I'm through TSA. I had changed my seat. I was like, give me my key back.
He had your key.
Oh, yeah,
damn.
we were serious.
Damn.
And we were talking about marriage and everything.
How did he react? Was he like, what? What are you talking about?
He was at first, and then he was like on the phone talking to his friends or his brother or something. I don't know who he was talking to, but Yeah, he admitted. I mean, there was no,
Okay.
Then
At least he admitted it.
He apologized and was trying to still stay,
apology.
but
Okay.
no, I'm not.
You're like, I'm good. I don't care.
I was done. He tried for months and months to rekindle, but I was done.
Damn. Mm-hmm. In the airport, it went down.
Once I'm on federal property, I'll be safe.
I wish I was sitting next to y'all wherever that was happening. I wish I was like a row, next, like a couple seats over as you was.
Right. So technology can be a blessing and a curse, and that time it was both. I think it was a blessing and a curse. But so what are the benefits do you think that technology have in relationships?
It obviously allows you to communicate more. Like, I was just thinking about my parents and stuff, or like other generations, right, who didn't have cell phones, who didn't have, like, they had to wait till the end of the day to communicate with their loved one. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they could call their work phone if they had that ability, say if they had something like a desk phone or something like that. But like, I think about now, like sending an emoji of like a kissy emoji or like an I love you text, or I'm thinking about you. I think it can like help you stay in contact with someone. It also allows you to send like a nude pic or whatever.
Keep it spicy.
Something spicy or something like that. Like, I think it can allow for more communication and closeness, but with that communication comes expectation of, I text you, you didn't respond. Yeah. I called you didn't call me back. Like, so I feel like there's that quick other side of the coin of like, it allows you to communicate and be closer, but then also the expectation is that other person is going to communicate back. Yeah.
Do you have the read receipts on your phone?
I don't do that to myself. I feel like that's a little too much.
My husband has his on so I can see when they're read, and but I don't have mine on.
Some people like it. They're like, yeah, I read your message and I'm not answering.
Yeah, on purpose.
Yeah,
right?
I'm like, I know people who are like that. Yeah, I read
left
it.
You on read.
I was like, I know people who do that with email too, who do like, they send the read receipts for, and you can either choose to let them know that you read it or not. I always say no, don't let them know. Yeah. Buy me some time until I have to respond to that person, please. Please. Right. What about you? What do you think are good things that come with technology?
Like you said, that ability to communicate. I think that like, especially like if there's distance, like you're traveling or whatever, you're still able to keep in touch. I think that it's great to, I don't know, like the things that can be great can also be bad, though.
So easy. It's a slippery slope.
Exactly. But that ease of communication is good. So for some people that's great, but for some people that gives them anxiety. They don't like that constant communication.
Really?
Yeah. Like they want the space.
They want to unplug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh Lord. I would be. That drag me. Okay, so what do you think is like one of like the biggest challenges when it comes to technology and relationships?
Trust. I think that with technology, you have to trust the person. Like, you have to trust that you don't need to go through their phone constantly. Yeah. You don't need to, worry about what they're doing on their phone. I think that, like, when it comes to, like, even like you think about sharing your location. Like, would you share your location with your partner? I know me and my girls, we share location. I watch them. Like, one of my girls was coming here. And I'm just watching her little location. I was like, "Oh, girl, why you turn right there? Like, make it right." Like literally.
Stalker.
I know. I'm like, oh, she should be here by now. Why she make a turn right there? But I think in relationships, like, that could be a good thing or a bad thing.
I also think it's just like access is the issue. Like our parents, I keep on going back to my parents. Like, I'm thinking like our parents' generation, like there wasn't like literally like a catalog of women showing their ass on the internet for them to like scroll and like potentially engage with. You know what I'm saying? However successful or not they are, right? Like a like, send a heart eyes, whatever. Like it's just like the access to other women, I feel like is just, I don't know, 100 times fold, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then that really does test a relationship in terms, like, it's just so much easier now, I feel like, for people to be tempted. So trust and commitment, I think, has to be really, really strong to, like, counter that. Like, you have to really know what you want and really know that you have something special.
And the grass ain't greener.
Yeah, because there's just so much what appears to be, like, really green, pristine, luscious, exotic grass all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's like...
fake.
Fake grass.
Right.
That's the AstroTurf. AstroTurf. Oh, my God. But... I do think that because of that, like, trust is often challenged by social media, just to be honest with you. Yeah. But I've also been one of those people who's like, I have gone through exes' phones in the past, and that's usually because that person has started to act different. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to look for evidence of like I'm not crazy to prove whatever. But I also learned from like, you know, those experiences that like if you're feeling that way, regardless of what you find, the way that you feel is enough to be like, hey, is this where I need to be?
Trust that intuition.
Yeah, like I don't need because if you go looking for it is another thing. You're gonna find it.
You go look for something, you're gonna find it.
And so that's part of the reason why I was like, and it's not like a willful ignorance. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm gonna be the best person I can be, and if you decide to act up, then that's on you. I don't have to. And I also believe what is in the dark will come to the light eventually. I don't need to go look in your phone, look through your social media account, do any of that to find what you're doing. It's gonna find me. It's gonna find me, and when it finds me, it's a wrap. I'm done.
I don't play those games.
I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it.
Yeah.
But I do know some women who like subscribe to certain services that allow them to like hack their partner's accounts and stuff like that.
Really?
It exists.
Wow.
It exists.
I had no idea.
Those are very specialized services that I can't talk about on.
Right. Neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, but I do know those types of things exist, and I'm just like, that's a lot of time and effort that you're putting into like hacking somebody else's account
kind of energy
to see whether or not they're like, you know, DMing someone or like having inappropriate, you know.
That's crazy.
Okay, but to that point,
no, that's crazy.
Are you okay with your man having a number that you don't know about?
A whole cell phone number? No.
So you got to know about it.
I need to like. I'm okay with you having another number. I have 2 numbers. I have my.
And you're about to get 3, didn't you say?
Right. I have a 3rd number. So it's like I don't mind that. We just need to be aware of that. Like I have a business phone. I have a personal phone, and you know I'm getting ready to have a personal business phone. You know what I mean? I have my work, my 9 to 5. I have my personal. Then I'm going to have a Dance Dimensions number as well. But you'll have all those numbers. You know what I mean? Like and if you have another number, I need to have that other number. You can have it.
Well, he's like, but you're not business, you're personal. So what need do you have for this other number?
I need to know the number.
She's like, I don't care. I need to know the number. I may never use it.
I might ever never use it, but I need to know the number. Just in case. You never know. I might need to call it. Your phone might be dead. And there's some kind of emergency. I need to reach you on that one.
Right. Yeah. So you just need to know.
I just need to know.
For me, I want to know. Like, I just want to know, like, and also I'm kind of like, do you really need to? Like, it's different for you because you work in like this like quasi government space. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I understand why you have a separate number. But like, otherwise, I'm like, do you really need the other number? Like, I just kind of feel like it's a little OD. So,
well, for me, I want the other Dimensions number because I want to be able to turn it off. Because like some of my students have my cell phone number, and even though I tell them don't text Mr. Kia before 10 a.m. or after 10 p.m., keep it in the 10 to 10 window. It'd be they're texting before school, or it'd be late, or then they give it to their parents, and I want to be able to cut that phone off and not have any dance stuff. And then I remember one time a parent was like, got my number from their kid, and like 11 a.m. on a Sunday morning texting me about a tutu. I'm sorry. Like, I that kind of access I want to be able to shut off, you know, and just work about like during time. Put it in an email. Yeah.
I'm not as like, I guess, you know what I am? I do like to have, and not that I ever really do this, but like, I like to know, like, I want your work number, not the mobile, like your desk
number,
office, whatever, that number. I like to have that number.
Oh, interesting.
And to me, that's the like, I don't know, I don't do this, but like, if you are what you say you are, I should be able to call you and you pick up the phone. Like, if it ever comes down to it, you said you're at work. Well, I called your desk phone and you weren't there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know
I haven't thought about that.
That's the one I was like, that's the one that's more important to me. I'm like, but you say you're always working. So I don't know.
But maybe he's not. Maybe he's in a meeting. Maybe he's not at his desk.
All right. An hour later.
Sis said, don't play with me.
Okay.
She said, don't play.
Okay. But you said that you don't believe in couples having each other's passwords.
I'm not saying I don't believe in it. Okay. I'm more than happy to share it. We just have not shared ours.
I don't want it.
Yeah, that's what he doesn't care.
I don't care for it either.
Yeah, I've had relationships where we had access emails to phones, everything.
Yeah.
And then just in this one, we don't have any access.
How do you feel about your partner's phone always being on silent?
My phone's always on silent.
Yeah, I don't think that's. I was like, I don't think about turning it from silent after I leave work.
I don't want to hear a ringtone. I don't want to
I don't want to hear the dings.
I don't want to hear a ding.
I don't want to hear the dings. The notifications are what drive me crazy. Yeah, and even though you could adjust notifications in your settings, like it still inevitably finds its way to like ding all the time.
Yeah. So I actually asked my husband to cut his off. Like he used to have the dings, and he gets alerts. A CNN alert, a this alert, a app alert. Like all these apps are just dinging. He does not even pay attention to them. I want it on silent. Like I don't like the dings.
So what's so interesting is that when I was dating, this one guy was like, "Oh, you always put your phone face down on the table." And I was like, and he was like, "Are you trying to like not let me see that like messages are coming up?" And I was like, "But you wouldn't know who they are anyway. And like, what if it just says message? It doesn't even have a name. Like, what does it matter?" But like, there are some people who feel like when you constantly are putting your phone face down, you're trying to be like sneaky. And I never thought about it until he said something.
I know women that are like that. I put my phone face down because to me that's the sign of I'm not focused on my phone, I'm focused on you. Like I don't care about any alert, even if it vibrates. Like I'm focused on you, phone down. Because like if it's up and you see a lights up alert, you're gonna look at it.
Yeah, you're gonna be irritated.
You know what I mean? I keep looking at my phone because it rang or whatever, you'll be annoyed. So I keep it face down as a sign of I'm engaged in this conversation. Whatever's on my phone doesn't matter. But like you said, there are some women that think that that's being sneaky. That men too.
Yeah, men who think that's being sneaky. I'm just like, I never even thought about which my phone orientation.
Yeah, not the orientation of your phone
until he said that, and so I was like, shit. Well, let me just keep it in my purse then, because I don't even know if I can remember all this right now. You know what I mean? Like I just can't. So, what are some technology trends that you're like, damn, like I wish they would start doing that for a relationship?
Start doing
for relationships.
A trend that they have not done that you think they should do. I have no idea.
Or what's something you would like them to do?
I don't know, girl. I'm gonna have to ask you that one because I don't even know.
I don't know either. But you know, something I think is gonna end up happening is like this whole like virtual reality. I think virtual reality and having like like maybe it's that Black Mirror. I think it was Black Mirror, where that one husband was like logging on to the game to like
watch it. I'm not sure.
Oh shit.
But I think a virtual.
I'm not gonna spoil it. But
okay.
But like virtual reality and having like intimacy in virtual reality, I think is where more and more of that's going to happen. Yeah. And so what does that mean for your partner who is your physical partner here? Like, I think that's going to be something we're going to have to reconcile. Like, is it going to be okay for your partner to have intimacy in a virtual reality? It's not okay?
No, it's not okay.
It's not okay?
Yeah, that's not okay.
That's cheating?
That's cheating.
That's cheating? Even though he never touched them, it's virtual reality.
That's weird.
It's virtual reality.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
It makes me uncomfy.
It makes me uncomfortable. But if me and you want to both get on virtual reality,
fun.
That's fun.
And I think I wasn't even thinking about the intimacy part. I was thinking about like a virtual reality date. Like we could go to Italy from our living room together. You know what I mean? I think that would be cute.
Too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like that, you know, and you start in Italy and then you end in Japan somewhere on your date. Like that would be really cute.
That's a cute little, I can see that. That's a positive of technology in a relationship. But like you said, that virtual affair, that's a little weird. I don't know how to, I hadn't
What if
processed.
They're like, you can do it too?
But still, that's a line that I don't think that I've processed mentally about reality versus virtual reality. Like, I don't know if I
could do it either.
Yeah, I don't know about that
I could do it either. I'm going to be very honest with you. It's like that's a whole topic we didn't even think about.
What?
Technology and porn. Mm-hmm. Like, back in the day, you used to have like tapes and stuff like that, but now like guys can pull it up on their phone. I said guys, people can pull it up on their phones and watch it from there too. So that's another thing that's changed about technology and relationships. Like that's way more accessible than it ever has been. God bless the parents who have to figure and navigate that for their children. I don't know how they do that. But yes, I think virtual reality dating, virtual reality intimacy is a trend that's in the making.
Yeah. Do you have Walter's password?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's probably have told it to me before, and I've been like, "Oh, your phone's locked. I need to like do something. Get to your camera to take a picture of you or something." Like he's probably told me, and I forgot.
Yeah.
Like so I don't care. Like I was like, and I had given him mine, and I don't think he remembers either. It's just one of those things where like like I said, if it comes to that, I'm with the wrong person. I don't need to be like searching for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it will find me.
Absolutely.
And then it's a wrap.
I completely agree.
That's why I was like, I'm good. I don't need it. Are you ready for game time?
I am. Let's play some games.
Okay.
What we doing today, girl?
Okay, so we're going to play a game. It's called Techno Tech.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you a list of scenarios that have to do with technology.
Okay.
And you can say tech, no tech. And tech means that the tech is actually helping the relationship or, connection. Or no tech being like, no, the tech is messing it up.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, first one is your partner video calls you when you are out of town on a business trip.
Love it.
Okay, so tech.
Yes.
Okay.
Tech.
Your partner responds to incoming text during dinner.
He's dinner with me and somebody else, or he's at dinner with somebody else and he replies to my text, because there's a difference.
Oh, look at you getting all these loopholes.
Right.
The first one.
So if we're at dinner together and he's replying to text messages, I'll give a little wiggle room. But if it's a repeated thing, like, I need you to, like, let's have some, disconnected. Let's focus on us. But if it's one or two, I don't mind.
What about the other way around, where you text him and he's like, "Oh, I was at dinner, I didn't see it."
No. Now you set a precedent, because when you were at dinner with me, I allowed no.
That's my thing.
Yes.
Like, my thing is like, what you do. I know you pick up the phone and you look at the text message when you're with me, so do it when you're not with me. You know what I mean? So I'm very big on that. Like, act the way you do at all times. Unless it's like you making money. Like, speaking of technology,
right?
And fiance is calling.
He's calling literally right now.
Babe. Okay. Your partner is working on their laptop while you're on the couch watching a movie.
I don't mind laptop dates. Like, I don't mind, like...
A laptop date? Okay.
Yes, like, because we're both workaholic. Well, he's more of a workaholic than me. I never thought I'd say that. But somebody's more of a workaholic than I am. But, like, if we're both working on our laptops, I still find a connection in that, especially if I can, like, put my feet on you, and we're still working on the laptops. You know what I
don't care about that.
Yeah, but if it is like, no, this is couple time, like, we're doing date night in the house or whatever, we're going to watch a movie, then no. Like, no distractions.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess, like, for me, like you said, so long as I can put my feet on you or you're putting your feet on me, or, like, we're cuddled up in some way, and I am kind of okay with them, like, splitting their time between the movie and the laptop, like, especially if I know they're working. Like, that doesn't bother me, because then I still have that quality time regardless. Like, I'd rather you be there than you to be off in an office or somewhere else. I'd rather you be with me during that time. Also, another thing is that, like, when I'm watching movies and stuff like that, Walter falls asleep within like 30 to 45 minutes. So it's like, if I was on my laptop or he's on his laptop or whatever, it's really not gonna make a big difference, because we probably not gonna get through the movie anyway, because one of us is falling asleep. So it's not a big deal to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whatever. Yeah. Go ahead, make your money, baby, while I watch this movie.
Right.
Your partner has posted a sexy photo of them on their social media and is getting a lot of attention.
So my husband likes to post. I call them thirst traps. He's always in the gym posting, like, these flex pictures.
Alex, we posted these thirst traps.
And at first I don't mind, but then I'm like, all right, babe, I'm gonna need you to post something other than your gym pictures. So I don't mind them, because I post pictures of myself all the time too, and especially after the show, like, our comment sections were a little crazy. Yeah. So he was fine with that. So I think within reason it's fine, but, like, if it's just too much, then you should kind of...
What's too much?
Too revealing. Like, I've posted swimsuit pictures, but tasteful. You're not going to see me in, like, a thong with my tail up. You know what I mean? And I don't want to see him, barely any clothes on. Like, if it's like a tank top and, like, shorts in the gym, I don't mind that. Yeah. But if it's like...
Well, that's what he was doing. He was just doing tank tops in the gym.
I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. But if it's, like, half naked and you, like, got to do the little light skin squint, then that's a problem. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
I know light skin squint. You know what I'm saying? We both got some light skinned men.
Right.
What is it? But the other thing I was going to tell you is, I'm good, because I'm going to have to adapt my next one, because what you said, your partner is frequently posting tasteful pics and videos of them. They're just one of those people who are constantly putting out images and videos of themselves.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
You don't care about that? Okay. Your partner plans a date using a shared calendar app.
I would love that. I would love...
I feel like you would love that.
I would love that, because we're all aware of where we're going and what we, like, when. Like, I don't mind that,
but I need some spontaneity.
Oh, agreed.
Yeah,
no, I agree.
yeah.
I do want some spontaneity.
Yeah.
We don't have a shared calendar. He says he has enough calendars and he didn't need another one, but
that's how I feel.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't mind. But we put stuff on our calendars. You know what I mean? Like we'll put something, like we'll synchronize our calendar. Like, all right, we got this going on. But yes, I would love the spontaneity of, all right, let's go. Let's get in the car. Let's go to Annapolis or something like that.
I don't need a shared calendar. Just send me an invite from your calendar.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't need another calendar that I'm managing. So for me, that's no tech. I was like, no more calendars.
Yeah.
You see that your partner liked a recent photo of one of their exes on social media.
I honestly don't care.
I will say for me, are you constantly doing it?
Is it a constant thing?
Like, are you liking all the... See, I kind of go back and forth because part of me is like, a like doesn't mean anything.
A like doesn't mean anything.
A like doesn't mean anything. So for part of me, it's like... But if I look at that person's page and you're liking all of their photos, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to feel some type of way. Will I feel enough of a way to say something to you? Mm-hmm. Probably not.
Right.
But I'm probably going to feel like... Because I just don't like it.
If it's a like, I'm okay. If it's a heart eyes in the comment, or
it's a fire emoji,
a
burning heart emoji,
and it's every picture is some kind of like complimentary like comment. Just I'm okay with the likes.
Yeah.
Just I'm okay with occasional comments. Like if they did some kind of amazing accomplishment and you want to say congratulations, I don't have a problem.
Yeah, that's
with that.
different.
Yeah.
That's different. Okay, what about your partner liking all the Instagram models accounts? I don't care about that either.
I don't care. Number one, you're probably never going to meet them anyway.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Again, if it's a like, you can appreciate art. You can appreciate beauty. Yeah. But if it's a comment and the fire and the DMs, that's too much.
Doing too much, yeah. Okay. Your partner using a relationship app to set and track goals together.
A relationship app?
Yeah, apparently there's relationship apps out there that help
you. So
not
like Tinder or Hinge or Bumble.
This is like, we're in a relationship. We're both subscribed to this app. We've set goals and we're using this app to track whether we've like hit our milestone.
Relationship goal. Oh, that's interesting. That seems like a lot of work.
To me, it sounds like it's project management of your relationship.
I mean, I'm a project manager, but still, I don't know if I want to project manage our marriage.
I don't know. I just feel like, to me, I'd be annoyed.
I think that if you have found that you have struggles in your relationship and you need to do a better job of prioritizing your relationship, that might work for you.
It's just too anal for me.
It is, but if that would not be something that would be beneficial for me. But if it helps somebody, go all for it.
I would say that, like, I feel like we could just have a discussion if we're like, hey, this month the goal is to deposit this amount of money, or the goal is to do this type of thing. Like, let's just have a conversation. I don't need an app to be like, oh, where are we at? Like,
I agree.
I'm saying,
but for some people, they might need the structure.
Yeah.
For me, I don't.
It probably has reminders and stuff. That's the part that's going to piss me off. Reminding me to do my relationship stuff. I'd be like, shut up. Tracking expenses on an online bank account. Obviously, this would have to be a shared bank account.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we have shared bank accounts, of course.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we have a joint bank account for household stuff.
I don't know if Walter and I are going to do that. We don't have one yet.
Yeah.
So maybe. I don't know. We just haven't talked about it.
So yeah. So you mean like tracking? So we don't have our personal account stuff together. So like my nails and my hair is not showing up. That's just, we have an account just for like mortgage.
Are you comfortable with your partner being able to track your personal expenses?
He doesn't need to. Why would he need to do that?
He doesn't need to. So therefore, no.
He can see the bills that come out of our household account. He doesn't need to know what I spent on some shoes.
No.
As long as
girl, I feel the same way. Let me tell you, I was like, I don't need you knowing
and
that.
I'm like, I don't know what you spending this money
seeing
on.
all those Amazon charges. I don't need you seeing that part. See all that. Right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I feel like I would prefer for even though Walter's like, I know when you buy shit because the package is there. Like, so I think part of it would be like, it would make a big difference. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I have the partner that even if I were to make a lot of personal like charges, he knows who he's with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to curtail that unless it's impeding our goals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not spending so much money that we're not paying our bills or anything like that.
Exactly. It's like, you know who you with, boo.
Right.
You know
how
to shop. You know what I'm saying?
Literally. And then you never know. Like, if you wanted to buy him a gift, you don't want him to be able to see access to that.
Part. So now I got to pay in cash like a mafioso.
And don't go to the bank now. They jug in or whatever it is now. The banks don't even go to the banks. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, they don't even want to take cash anymore.
Yeah.
They don't. Your partner always having to have the latest technology, the latest phone, the latest this, latest that.
As long as we can afford it, I don't care about it. If it's just like you're spending the gas money on the new iPhone 16, and we got a problem.
Right. Yeah. I would say my father was like, men need toys, Sabrina. So like encourage them to get like whatever technology, maybe it's a car, maybe whatever it is, they need toys.
So one of my girls, love her dearly. She and her husband just got married in May. And I went over their house, and they have so many gadgets. There was like a electronic toaster that has like a whole screen, and this other, and she's like, yeah, he loves his toys, and like it's so many. They're all very cool, but like literally, he's a gadget guy, and there's so many little things. I think it's cool. So
I think it's adorable.
Yeah. I mean, it beats the alternative. You're like, go for it. Get the new electric knife, babe. Knock yourself out. But you're not gonna have them crazy other habit or something. So I don't mind that.
Well, my dad was telling me like in terms of like it helps them like channel their interest and energy into something that they like care about as opposed to like other more like distracting
literally
negative things. You know what I'm saying? So
he's
it's like
programming new cameras in the house.
Exactly.
Like, that's great.
Like, he's like, let men have their toys. It keeps them in like a good positive place. So
knock yourself out.
Your partner is frequently posting pics of y'all together on social media. Like you have one of those partners that are always posting.
I would love that.
You'd love that?
I would love it.
It never gets too much?
I don't know. He never posted.
She's like, I haven't
experienced it. He doesn't really post me.
I don't care. If you want to brag
on your wife, honey, brag.
Like I'm not gonna be mad about that. Okay. Your partner frequently shares sexy pics of you on their social media.
Okay, don't do that.
Like when you're dressed up looking sexy.
I mean, that's fine. I thought you meant like
no, not like lingerie.
Okay.
But like, let's say like he's always showing pictures of you with like, your ass in the camera. Like you're always like, he wants to post the sexier pictures of you. Not that
weird.
you're lingerie, but like, no, but there's guys who'll be like, yeah, look at my girl, blah, blah, blah. And she's like backing it up or in the video, or like, look at my girl. She has this like really tight dress on and like her ass is facing the camera.
I think within reason, I don't mind, but if you're always just putting my ass out, I don't know. Like, is it a balance? Like, I appreciate you loving the way I look. I don't know if I don't think that my husband would want all his friends looking at that anyway. I don't think that he would want to post.
I think that's for me. I was like, why would you want to share
with his friends?
Or like, why would, like, this is for you. And like, don't get me wrong, we're going out together. So obviously other people are going to see this, but like, why are you broadcasting it when it's supposed to be a little bit more?
And if I post it, that's fine. It's one thing. But if you're always posting like the most sexual ones on your page for your friends, it's
weird, right? Yeah. It's weird. So I'm just like, I don't know about that. I do have friends who partners are like that, and they just love like in love with their like wife, in love with them. But but like they're always posting like the really sexual photos of their wife, and I'm just like, who are you showing off? Oh, you know what? Maybe they're like swingers. I don't know. I never thought about that until just now. Okay,
each their own.
Maybe they're attracting something. I never thought about
I'm mad at it.
Yeah, but for me,
manifest it.
Yeah, if it works for you, it works for me. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Your partner using location tracking app to check where you are throughout the day.
So we don't share locations, but I share with my girls. Like I told you, like I track my girls. Just especially when they go on dates, I need to know where you are and have you make it back. You should be back home by now.
But your partner.
Okay. Focus. All right. Him tracking my app
and
my
you
location.
tracking his.
I don't think I have a problem. For safety reasons, you know what I mean? I don't mind it. I wouldn't have a problem with it. And especially if you're not going anywhere you're not supposed to be. Like,
I don't think I care. Like, if you want to track where I'm at, that's completely fine. I think that I would rarely look at it, just to be honest with you. Because I'm like, I got shit to do. Like, looking at where you're at all day.
I think it's nice to have, but not a necessity. Like, if we did it, like you said, I don't think I would check it all the time. Or like, but if it's like, all right, you said you were coming home at 8, it's 11:15. Let me just make sure you're all right. Where you at? Type thing.
Yeah, I would say also that like Walter has a Samsung, so I don't even think I can track my location with him. There's so many things that are like we can't do because he's an Android and I'm an iPhone. So there's like a wall there.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so it's like we couldn't even do that if we tried.
We can't even share pictures together because they come out fuzzy.
They do. So we have to go through WhatsApp. It's like a whole thing. It's annoying. Your partner's social media posts frequently includes memes and reels about them being frustrated with women or relationships or like the, you know, I don't want to call them women bashing, but like the women critical content.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Mm-mm. I also had to tell like Walter the other day in the car, like, if you want to listen to that, don't let me know that you're listening to that. Because I'm going to be judging you like, why are you listening to that? You know what I'm saying? Like the other day he was listening to this video about like divorce rates among like lesbians and how high it is.
Really?
And they were saying that, I think it was like at 75% or something crazy. Like this is what the stat said in the reel. And then the guy in this particular podcast was saying that like, so that shows you that if it's women with women and their divorce rates are 75% and it's not the same with men with women, then women are the problem.
No, I don't like it.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't like it.
And I looked at him like, what are you listening to right now? And he was like, it's just statistics. It's just, I told him, I was like, listen, please don't listen to those types of things around me. Like, if you want to listen to it, listen to it. But yeah, I am not okay with like my man posting content like that online. Like, one, don't be posting that you're frustrated because then they're going to think you're frustrated with me. And if you are frustrated with me, they don't need to know that. Okay. And then second of all, like, don't be posting things about women this and women that because I don't want it to appear like you don't respect women. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you can't be understanding. And a lot of that stuff is very like, I don't know, extremism. The extreme views. You know what I'm saying? I'm not okay with that. Okay. Your partner phone dies frequently.
I'm going to give you a portable charger for your birthday. And no, I don't know. You need to have some kind of use because you never know what kind of emergency is going to happen. I'm like,
you are a grown ass person living in the year of our Lord 2024 and you can't keep your phone charged?
Yeah.
Where is your car charger, your desk charger, your portable charger? Like, there's no excuse.
Yeah, no. That wouldn't be acceptable for me.
This is actually something that Walter and I have had to talk about. Yes. Like, because he would let his phone die and it would drive me crazy. He's like, you know where I am. Just call the office. Just call the gym. I'm like, I am not going to be that crazy fiance that's calling and being like, let me talk to you. Like, just let your phone be charged. Do you know what I mean? And I told him, like, and he's like, I'm at the gym all day. I'm going from thing to thing to thing to thing. And like, it just dies because he has an Android. It's Android. Doesn't say that. But like, I had to let him know that like, it doesn't make me comfortable. Like, I understand all the reasons. But when I can't access you, he was like, but you realize that like, if I'm in the middle of like a training session or something, I'm not going to pick up my phone anyway.
But still, it could be an emergency.
I was like, but at least in between sessions,
you'll see it.
Which I'm expecting you to check your phone and you'll see it. If it's dead, you won't know.
Yep.
So you feel me?
I agree.
That's me. Okay, so that's the one thing I'm very particular about that. Like, your phone cannot die.
100% agree with it.
Not hours at a time, not at all.
Not ever.
Okay, good. All right, girl. I knew it went crazy. See, this is why sisterhood is so important.
I agree.
Sisterhood is so important.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I got for you, girl.
All right, that was fun.
That was good.
You know, I'm a whole technological girl. I love it.
I know, you're a techie girl.
I love it, but at the same time, it can be a blessing and a curse.
It is. It is. I think it's like, it's not about, the technology isn't the problem. It's like the people who use it.
And how you use it.
Are you using it for good? Or are you using it to be sneaky and bad? So that's like, you know, it's with everything else. It all depends on the user.
So let us know how you handle technology in your relationships, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Remember, we're here every Thursday, 8 p.m. Keep it cute.
Have a good one.